What's up, Movement Masters? It's Shawn Myszka, Movement Master and OptimizeMovement.com, coming to you with another Shawn's Rant and Rave. And I know it's been a while here for the Rant and Raves, but we're back at it, and hopefully it's going to be well worth the wait. Today I'm going to quickly give my 2 cents, well, hopefully it's quick, regarding the use of agility ladders to develop agility. Now, I don't want to necessarily go out of my way to disrespect anyone out there who's currently using ladders, but I want to ask you, just what exactly do you feel you're actually getting from your so-called agility ladder? First of all, I know the topic of the differences between the various types of agility demands is one that we've exhausted a lot here at Movement Mastery. But this same thought is also starting to go around, thankfully, starting to go around a little bit more across our professions, So it's quite confusing to me what people actually think they're developing when they're utilizing these types of tools that are purported or advocated for the use of agility. It just boggles my freaking mind, People will often tell me we're using the ladder to develop foot speed, or coordination, or kinesthetic sense and awareness, or proprioception. And I've even heard people say that they're trying to develop proper foot mechanics for rapid force absorption and exertion. Yes, I've actually heard people say that. But I'm sorry, I just fail to see exactly where the rubber meets the road with this, unless the sports surface has a bunch of dumbass squares painted on it instead of yard lines or boundary markers. You all are well aware of the emphasis that I place on analyzing movement as it's taking place for athletes, not only in their sport, but also during the training drills, the exercises and activities, to ensure that the biodynamic structure of those activities actually match those movement skills and patterns as they take place in the sport. And this is the aspect that truly boggles my mind. Let's say that agility ladder does in fact develop faster feet, or coordination, or kinesthetic sense and awareness, or whatever, fill in the blank. Does the biodynamic structure or the mechanics utilized during the activity, that agility ladder activity, actually match those that are being used during any sport movement action? And the answer is hell no, they don't. If you ever watch someone closely, someone whose movement habits, or you're watching their movement habits as they maneuver themselves through a ladder with their in and out sequence, or their icky shuffle, or fill in the blank drill execution on that agility ladder. I mean, really watch them from their feet all the way up through the top of their head. Watch and look at the display characteristics of their base of support and their center of gravity, or the mechanics as they're occurring at each and every joint. The kinematic structure of the entire kinetic chain and its behaviors, their sequential behaviors, does not match that of any sport. At least not without adding another aspect to that demand that matches up to the sport, such as maybe a ball in soccer or something of the like. You're going to see that the performer or that athlete, their head is down with their eyes fixated on the ladder. This alone should be enough to tell you that it's useless for sports transfer. And then we see that their feet are moving rapidly in and out of the squares, but their body really isn't even going anywhere. And even the quick feet stutter step type work that happens on a ladder doesn't match up or resemble that which occurs in sport movement demands. And thus this quick rant and rave from me will hopefully lead to a change in your exercise drills prescriptions to ditch the freaking agility ladder and truly investigate the way everything from body control to changing direction to true agility, I'm talking reactive agility in an open environment, actually occurs in sport. And then from there, look to design constraints-led approach, or tasks that resemble that sport movement and the agility that it's actually taking place. Because by calling it an agility ladder, you're just doing more harm than good, even in the athlete's brain, as you're trying to program or prescribe different activities and exercises and drills that you wish to employ. So the athlete knows what it is that they're truly working on. And by continuing to call this piece of crap an agility ladder, you're only doing our entire profession a disservice. And I believe if you take the time and do that, you ditch the agility ladder and you replace it with drills and activities that actually resemble that which occurs in sport, you may just find that you won't be requiring your athletes to spend valuable time on a useless activity that is making them better at nothing they can ever really use, but may just look good in equipment catalogs or during TV spots of athletes grinding. And that's just it. If you do this, I believe you're going to do more good than harm, but don't be part of the problem and continue to use that agility ladder like we so often have in the past. So for another Shawn Rant and Rave, hopefully you found it okay that I'm back with them. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Until that next time, let's continue to master the art of optimizing movement.